Hey everybody, Austin here again with another Let's Play video. Today, as you can see, it's going to be Fighting Vipers, a fighting game, ha ha ha, by Sega. This came out in, well, it was in that same era where we had games like Virtua Fighter 2, and then a couple of years later we had Last Bronx and stuff like that. Fighting Vipers is a pretty awesome fighting game. It was one of my most played 3D fighting games back in the day. I didn't have, say, a PS1 until late in the 90s. So my 3D fighting games and my earliest 3D fighting game experiences included Virtua Fighter 2, and Fighting Vipers. And Fighting Vipers was like the Tekken for me of the mid-90s, and it was awesome. And it still is awesome. Fighting Vipers is actually a really fun game. You got a bunch of different characters to choose from, just like any typical fighting game. They've all got their own unique style and so forth. I always play as Tokyo. He was my main character. And the game it feels like a Virtua Fighter game, but it's faster. You've also got armor, and you can actually break the armor off of your opponents, as well as yours can get broken off too. And the arenas are closed off in this game as well, which is interesting. So you can smash people up against the wall. And you can actually break through the wall as the final hit, if you get it just right. So, but much like Virtua Fighter, it's got a very similar control setup to Virtua Fighter. You hold A to block. You can press A and B to do a standard throw. Oops. So I'm trying to demonstrate that. There you go. You've actually got different types of throws, but the typical, if you just press A and B, you'll actually just throw the person into the wall, which is pretty awesome. You've also got charge attacks in this game, so you got your standard combos. In the Virtua Fighter games, it's usually just 2 or 3, maybe 4 hit combos, nothing too large in those games. You maybe had some air juggles. And actually, I think that the air juggles was actually more of a thing in this game than any of them, because you could actually launch people into the air pretty high in this game, which was really cool. So, you can do quick 1-2 air juggles like that. But as you can see what I'm doing, you've also got charge attacks, which, you know, take longer to wind up, but they do some good damage, and they're good at breaking armor off your opponent. And when armor breaks off your opponent, look at that, smashed right through. When armor breaks off your opponent, you deal way more damage to them. It's just a crazy amount of damage. So, Fighting Vipers is a very fast game, and especially once the armor breaks off, it's on. It's you can take their life away so quickly. Just like a lot of other Sega fighting games, you can attack your opponent when they're down. So one of the things you can do is kind of just kick them on the ground like that. Another one you can do is by pressing up and B or up and punch. You can try to stomp on them. And she just did it to me. And that's that. So the armor plays a big part in this game. You know, do really strong hits, their armor breaks off, and they become quite vulnerable. I don't know if you lose your armor, if you become stronger. Some games are like that, others aren't. I don't know if this game is like that. If anybody knows, let me know. It'd be cool to know. So for Tokyo, what I like to do, he's got a kick, punch, punch, or is it kick, punch, 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 and then up, back, kick. He does this, like, can't really demonstrate it, but he does this. He does this, like, reverse kick. And if you can get him against the wall and do it, it's just crazy damage. let's see if I can do it. Nope, wrong one. So that's really good too. You throw them against the other side of the wall and you just run and jump kick at them, and it's just very, very powerful. They take a little bit of damage whenever they touch the wall. Whenever they smash into the wall anyway. You can just walk up to a wall and you won't get hurt by it. It's not like these are electrified fences or anything like that. But,
let the action begin. Go!
Messing up this combo. You're supposed to do the forward attack with punch like that. And then, damn, that's such a strong attack. If you uppercut them as your last hit, you can actually get them to land on top of the fence as well. It's kind of funny, actually. Let's see if I can get it. Probably not going to. There is an air recovery as well, as you can see he did. And I don't remember exactly what the purpose of it is. Like, I don't know if you air recover, you can't get hit again, or maybe you can retaliate when you come back down. I'm not sure how that works. Damn. Yeah, I might not. Yeah, I'm screwing around now. I wasn't even attacking. I was trying to get him against the wall, and I was just like trying to uppercut him early on, and then I was just like, "Durr, brain fart."
Round one. Let the action begin. Go.
See, for his punch move, you're supposed to be able to do it with a kick, and I clearly don't remember how to do it. But, alright, it's not a big deal. Oh, man. Oh, I got lucky there. Look at that. I basically had no health.
Round three. Go.
There we go.
Tokyo wins.
So, I should note, we're actually playing the US version of this game, the United States release. And in the Japanese version, if you manage to make it all the way through the game, you have the chance to fight Pepsi Man, which is a Japanese thing. And so that's pretty funny. Unfortunately, that was cut out of the US release. But there still is a hidden character. There's I think his name was Kuma-chan? Was that his name? I don't remember. But basically this big bear in the background, if you look on this stage, there we go, there he is in the background. You can actually play as him. And he's just, he literally fights like that. He doesn't actually move at all. He just kind of like floats in the air. And it's hilarious. So you can actually unlock him. The final boss of the game, there's actually a smaller version of him you can also play as. I'm not sure if you can actually play as the final boss himself. It's been a while.
Go.
That wall effect never gets old. Oh, jeez.
Round 2. Time over. Round 3. Go.
Yeah, when that top armor gets knocked off, phew, you dish out so much damage after that.
Round 1. Let the action begin. Go. Round 2. Go.
Right off the elevator. It's like caution. Bam.
Pokey.
It's hilarious, man. It's so over the top. And this one's even better. I don't know. Going off the elevator is pretty awesome. But this one, you actually knock the character into the bands and they literally just fly out of the ring. I'll make sure you guys see that.
Round 2. Go. Round 3. Go.
Oof. That sounded like it hurt. Oh, come on. Alright, we gotta do it again.
Round 1. Let the action begin. Go. Round 2. Go.
So one of the cool things about this game and the whole armor system is that your armor progressively gets weaker over the course of the match. It's not just like the one round. It's the entire match. Oh. I'm trying to show you the ring bounce out. It's just hilarious. Again, it's just so over the top that it's funny. Oh, I just keep holding block and she just keeps grabbing me. Oh, what? Really? Come on, man. Like, I get the charge attack ready and she just grabs me. I mean, that's the thing about the charge attacks, is they're slow, so, you know, if the other opponent can play fast like that, then yeah, it's gonna be a disadvantage for you, for sure. And as far as I know, I don't think there's any way to get out of a throw in this game. It's not like later Virtua Fighter games where you could press a button and get out of the throw. Yes, there it is! She's like, boing. What? Really?
Round one. Let the
Alright, final match.
go.
Oh, that was bad.
Round two. Go.
There's another throw Tokia had that I used to do a lot back in the day, but I don't remember how to do it. I'm trying to actually do it right now, trying to remember it, but there's actually a lot more moves in the game than you've actually been seeing. There's, you know, just like a lot of other 3D fighting games, there's a big move set in this game, and practicing them is how are you going to get used to doing them. There is a training mode in this game. You can just sit and basically just, you know, beat up a dummy over and over again. Some enemies you don't knock up into the air as high as others, which is interesting. I still knocked him out though. Nice. So yeah, that's pretty much going to conclude our playthrough. I wasn't planning on playing this game very long, maybe just once through and calling it a Let's Play. And so yeah, Fighting Vipers on the Saturn, really fun game. One of my favorite fighting games from the mid-90s. It's just really fun, especially when you play it in two-player mode. If you can get some people around, especially people that know how to play the game, you guys go back and forth. It's an insanely fun fighting game. And for those of you guys that don't have a Sega Saturn, it is available on Xbox 360 through Xbox Live Arcade. It's HD, 60 frames a second and everything. And I'm not sure if it's available on PS3, but so it is available outside the Sega Saturn. But the Sega Saturn is where I played it back in the day, and it's still great on the Saturn. It's very, very fun. One of the better fighting games on the system. There's also Fighters Megamix on the Saturn, which is Fighters Megamix is awesome for its own reasons. But Fighting Vipers as a standalone game is excellent as well. And as usual, the American copy is going up in price a little bit. It's still not super expensive, but it might cost you 10 or 15 bucks for a complete copy. Whereas in Japan, it'll cost you $5 for the same game. And you get Pepsi Man with it. So, if you want the best version of the game, you probably want to play the Japanese version. So yeah, Fighting Vipers, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Play. I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. For those of you guys new to my channel, feel free to subscribe. And for everybody else, I'll catch you guys soon. So, take it easy.